Well, folks, what better place to start a YouTube channel than beside my home city's famous river, the Yarra River. Here we are, lunchtime, middle of winter here. It's not too chilly, but I've decided to take the plunge. I want to start the YouTube channel. I've been alluding to the fact that it was on the cards for some time through LinkedIn, but now's the time, because time waits for no one. So here we are. My name's Nick. I've been in the payments industry for a long time. I sort of fell into it. There was a bit of luck involved in getting into it initially, but it didn't take long for me to work out that I'd found my calling. And I remember one instance in particular. I was working for an FX, a foreign exchange company up in Sydney, and we specialised in helping individuals, typically high net worth individuals and older people who are moving money for retirement around the world, help them do it in a manner that was a little less intimidating than just relying on the banking system. So I remember this one instance where I was speaking to a lady who was literally moving half of her life savings from her pension fund in the UK out to Australia. She'd immigrated here years ago, but she reached that age where she was allowed to do that. And there was that real nervousness, I guess, in her voice, and I was able to sort of reassure her and help her, save her some money along the way, which is always a bonus. But that moment and a few other calls like it back in those early days really cemented with me that this was an industry where I could not only build a career but also make a difference. And since then I've sort of moved from the consumer side across to the business side, mainly in international payments, where I help businesses, importers, exporters, multinationals move money across borders. So over the years, 13 years, 13 big years, where I've seen a lot of events, a couple of instances you would, I guess, almost black swan events. Well, the 2016 US presidential election results, Brexit, some really exciting moments where being in foreign exchange markets, currency markets, you really felt the full force of the impact that these big events have on the global system. So that was, there were some really amazing moments there. But I'm starting this YouTube channel for a couple of reasons. One is I want to share the stories and share some of the important ways that businesses and individuals alike rely on the global payment system. I want to talk about the innovation, the different ways that people are moving money around the world, the different ways that businesses are accepting payments. I want to speak about some of these amazing innovations, and it seems like we're on the cusp of a bit of a revolution in the payments industry as well. There's some skepticism about the role that blockchain's going to play, but it could go down that route. So we're going to explore some of those conversations. We're going to meet some of the experts in the traditional payments field. We're going to talk about the history. How did we get where we are now with this functioning global payment ecosystem that is enabling, it's the lifeblood of world trade. How did we get here? So I'll take you to some really cool places. As I said, I'm here in Melbourne by the Yarra, which runs right the way through the middle of the city and flows out that way into Port Phillip Bay, the big bay that Melbourne was built on. So this is where I am right now, but normally I reside in a place, the Goldfields actually, which is about an hour and a half northwest of Melbourne, and there's some fascinating payment related history there, because of course the gold rush was when the riches and wealth started to pour into what was once a far-flung part of the British colony. So we'll talk about the history. There'll be domestic travel, there'll be hopefully a bit of overseas travel and spots that we explore payment history as well. and more importantly, we're going to learn, and we're going to learn together. I want to really demystify some of the jargon, some of the industry speak that gets bannered about quite frequently, both through media and us. We're guilty of it as well here in the industry. We probably overcomplicate simple concepts. So we'll do that, but I'm just excited for this journey. I've been thinking about this for some time. As I said, finally going to bite the bullet. And I really encourage you to subscribe. Come along for the journey. I'm new to this, so this could take us to many corners that we didn't even envisage. And yeah, look at that beautiful skyline. Lovely, as I said, a lovely warm day. Don't need that traditional winter Melbourne black puffer jacket just yet, but probably will this evening. As I said, subscribe, follow along, and yeah, look forward to doing this together. Cheers.